I was gonna say that could be an all evening activity there, Maddie. What's up, Zach? How we doing? How we doing? John, just getting home from work. I feel you. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Our queue's open. Queue is open. Feel free to hop in. What, are you getting shadowed again, Zach? Is that what you're laughing at? Or are you laughing at me? I went with. Yeah, I got you. No, I saw that one about you chilling, just getting home from work. So unless there was one after that and before the LOL. What's up, Matthew? How we doing, guys? How you doing, Hunter? All right, we got first rips in. Or first order, I should say. Let's see, I don't know if they're open box of Nihil. Let me see. I'm not 100%. All right, we got Vicky. Vicky, are we ripping this for you on the live here? Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 12 on the Nihil packs. I can definitely open another box. Hey, Vicky. Ready? All right. Here we go. First rip of the night is for Vicky. One pack sniping on the Gem 4. Pinsir, Lickitung, Deerling, or Sawsbuck, I should say, and the Enamorous Master Ball. Let me see here. Here you go, Vicky. Appreciate the follow, Jennifer. We'll throw these in there. We got the Cornerstone Ogerpon and the Pecherant EX. The silver. Which one? This one? The Lickitung? Oh. This one? The Ogie? Alright, we'll keep the Peshorant there for you then. What's up, Jason? Welcome in, welcome in. All right. After that, we got Jennifer with 12 packs of Ninja Spinner. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 there. Getting into a new box. Two, three, four, 5, and 6. All right, Jennifer, are you ready? Are we ripping for you? Are we ripping on the live? If so, let me know when you are ready. All right, let's do it. Here we go. 12 packs of Ninja Spinner. Good luck. What's that? Delphox. Taurus. Weedle, Frogadier, Easy Tranquility, and Deoxys. Deoxys. Esper. Claydol. Oh, Claydol and the Prism Tower. Frogadier. Skull. Easy. Wow. Okay. Come on, Ninja. Sometimes we get runs like this on there. Yeah, man. Had to tighten it up before, you know, I get put out in the public. Chespin. Hey, we got the secret rare Surfing Beaches. Very nice. I think that's the best secret rare. Like best item secret rare in Ninja Spinner for sure. At least it's like a pretty artwork. You know, some of the other ones you get like the power band thing or whatever. Like Sliggoo, played all. Kakuna. Flaffy. Scump. Alright, we got 3 more. Come on. Come on, Ninja. Fennekin. Tang. Journals. Glossopod. Hey, there we go. Watchdog, AR, and the Deoxys. All right, last pack magic for you, Jennifer. Esper. Hello. Hi, Jennifer. We'll throw you in this Korean pack of Mega Brave. Do you want us to rip it on the live for you, or we can send it sealed if you want to rip it at home? That was a really tough Ninja Spinner run there on 12 packs. Rip it. All right, here we go. Gimmighoul, Onyx, and we got an Absol EX. Not bad, not bad. At least a little hit on that one. All right, here we go. We got your Absol EX out of the Korean Mega Brave. We've got the Surfing Beach Secret Rare and the Watchdog Art Rare. Thank you for ripping with us, Jennifer. Appreciate you. Hey, awesome. I like I think one of my favorite Absol cards is out of V-Star Universe. I think it's technically a trainer gallery out of V-Star. It's in Crown Zenith too, but I like the V-Star one because it's got the silver borders and I think it goes better with the artwork rather than the yellow borders from the Crown Zenith English set. All right, Trembly. Sure, Vicky. Oh, I see it. Yep, we got the let me see here. Another Gem 4, and then Trembly's on deck with his box of Nihil. All right, let's see. All right, pressure's on for me to pick a lucky pack. Let's see, we're gonna go with this one. And the lucky box, yep. True. All right, Vicky, are you ready? Yep. Yes, I will try to be very delicate with the wrapper here. There we go. All right. Excadrill, Litten, Infernape, and it's an Eevee. Let's see. Do you have this one yet, Vicky? You have a Hydrapple? You do have that one? How about this? Colorless Energy, Secret Rare. What's up, Denny's? How's it going, man? I think this one's out of Inferno X. You do? Alright, let's see. Let me see here. The Switch. Give any of these the punk helmet and the I'm low on throw-ins. What about Chespin? Or not Chespin. What's his name? Crispin. Crispin Pokeball. Get the spikes. Alright. Throw both of those in there for you. Alright, we've got Trembly up next with the Nihil Zero box. Box of Nihil Zero. No problem, Vicky. Appreciate you. All right. All right, Trembly. Appreciate the share. Yes, Vicky. Yes, I was. So I got you a Gengar Hollow from Japanese 151. All right, Tremblay, are you ready, brother? Yeah, no problem, Vicky. It's even easier than I imagined. I opened one of the packages I have of a bunch of bulk, and well, I opened 2 packages and it was in the second one, so relatively easy for me to find. All right, Tremblay. I don't know if you're getting shadowed. We ready? All right, here we go. Ripping it all, right? Ripping it all. All right, let's get it. Box of Nihil 0 for our guy Tremblay here. That's 30 packs. All right, empty box. All right. Good luck, brother. We're hunting Meowths. Let's see. Landorus Hollow. Dugong. Pokepad. It's the Tyrant. AR. Very nice. And the Mega Clefable EX. Welcome in, everybody. Queue is open. Queue's open, guys. So feel free to check out the shop. We can do rips on the live, or we can send sealed. Either way. And we ship out next business day. We got the Naveen secret rare. Hopefully we got a double hit box here. Appreciate the likes, guys. We're already at 4K. Crushing it. Talonflame, Swatter. Fighting Energy Hollow. Luxray Hollow. And the Energy Recycler secret rare. What pack did you pull that Zard out of? Which? If you're talking the big one from that's on the profile, that one was out of Inferno X. That Mega Charizard. It's out of Inferno X. Unfortunately, we are out of stock of it, and it is crazy expensive now by the box. It's based on the last price list that I saw from my supplier today. Yeah, digital. Which, I mean, as long as the box says it's in stock, let me know. Yep, we absolutely rip full boxes. Yeah. Yeah, crazy expensive now. So we just haven't restocked it since then. But yeah, Inferno X Japanese. We're going to be getting in, we got an order on its way for Inferno X Korean. Oh, there's a Meowth Trembly. Keep getting the little one. But yeah, so we'll be, we're getting a case of Inferno X in Korean. So if you're looking to rip to try to get the Charizard and you don't care so much whether it's English, Japanese, or Korean, that's definitely going to be a more cost-effective way. It will be far less than $100. Far less than $100 a box there. Shaman. So I don't yet have an ETA on it, but the order had been placed and paid for, so we're just waiting on the shipment. That'll also be with Glory of Team Rocket and Korean Mega Dream. Because Mega Dream's on its way up as well. Not nearly as expensive as Inferno X, but definitely way more expensive than we had it in the shop for. All right. I mean, we're still hunting at least 2 ARs. Grass Energy, Tarragon. Ooh. Decidueye EX with Talonflame behind it. Let me know if you guys have any questions about stuff in the shop or otherwise. Feel free to just hang out and chill with us. What's up, Zugio? Chimpao, Naveen behind it. Drapion. Spupa. Oh. And it's the Talonflame AR. Very nice. What's the best hit on Ninja Spinner? I believe it's going to be the gold Mega Greninja. And then you're going to have the Greninja, Mega Greninja SAR. Those are the two big ones you're looking for. Mega Starmie EX. 2 more packs. We should have at least 1 AR. See maybe if we get a double hitter for the box. All right. Alright, last pack magic for you, Trembly. Did I miss something? Oh, did we have an error box here? What about number 5? Which one's that, Keaton? I don't remember the the numbers of the products change every time I go live. This would be very bizarre if there were only 2 ARs. The Brilliant Illusions. So the Brilliant Illusions is like a mashup of a few different English sets. So Surging Sparks, Twilight Masquerade, Shrouded Fable that I know off the top of my head. The biggest hit in that one is going to be an exclusive SAR Carmine. So it's exclusive to that set. Wow. Alright, that's very strange. Trembly, I don't know why, but I got a Surgeon Sparks pack I can throw in here. What's the guarantee in the box, Keen? So it's been kind of different. You're technically guaranteed like 1 hit, but we've seen a box that had just an A spec, and then we've seen boxes that have had a secret rare and an art rare in it. Normally, a lot of the Chinese boxes only have like a guaranteed of 1 Pokemon art rare or a 3-star rare. So it's we've seen it with as little as just an A spec, put it that way. Do you wanna rip it now, Trembly, or do you want me to set it sealed? Either way, Trembly. Send it sealed. Got it. All right, we will pack that with it. Sorry about that. That is very strange. We've had boxes where we've had 4 art rares. Now box with just 2. So sometimes are occasional. And then 2. We've had boxes with 2 Pokemon secret rares. So Energy Recycler, Talonflame AR, Tyrant AR, and the Naveen to go with our EXs of Mega Starmie, Decidueye, Meowth, and Mega Clefable. So yeah, I mean we've pulled SAR, we pulled the SAR Peshron out of a box of Brilliant Illusions. We've pulled as little as just an A spec. We've pulled a secret rare along with an art rare, which was pretty cool. So there doesn't seem to be like a hard and fast rule of exactly what's guaranteed there. unfortunately. Because that one's a little different from like the gem sets. The gem sets, you have a kind of a more standard guarantee. All right, guys. After this, we've got digital. We got digital jukebox with a box of Ninja Spinner. Let's see. Found out you can spam a lot more likes on PC, but no comments go through. Oh, gotcha. I've never watched via PC. I've only watched on the mobile app. All right, digital. If you have them stacked, can I get box 4 from the top? Sure. Let me see. We got. This was on the top, so let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That one's box 4. Box 4 in the stack. All right, we ready, digital? Rip it up. All right, here we go. Empty box. Good luck, digital. Good luck. What do we think about the next Japanese set to come out, guys? What, the like Eye of the Abyss or something? It's Mega Darkrai. It's gonna feature. And what's this? Energy Retriever. I don't think I've seen this one. Energy Retriever, secret rare item. The that next set's not supposed to come out until May 22nd. So, wondering what you guys feeling is. Need Gem 5. It's coming, Trembly. It's coming. I'm gonna get a little shipment of it first. See what it looks like, and then see, you know, how popular it is, and then, you know, can reorder. Emma. I've got a big order, big restock of Chinese product that will be on its way, guys. So we should probably have it in time for our next stream. Our next stream is going to be Sunday. Sunday night, guys. We're not going to be on Wednesday or Thursday this week, because your boy will not be here. Hollow Water Energy. We're going to be getting in Gem 2, Gem 3, Gem 4, more Brilliant Illusions, and more of the 30th anniversary first partner, as well as a few boxes initially, Trevenant Hollow, of Gem 5. See what that set looks like. The reason, and just so you guys know, a little transparency behind the scenes. So sometimes, right, and the Mega Dragolge on the EX, what happens with sets when they first come out is, right, there's a little bit of hype, and then usually in the week or two after, and sometimes maybe it continues to go down a little bit in price. So it's okay. There's a rumor though that the big chase is 1 per case. That makes sense. And the Fennekin, I've always wondered that, because we've the first case of Gem 3 that I got, I was worried about that, right? I was worried. It's like, okay, a bunch of people are chasing the Gengar, and you know what happens if I chase, you know, if we pull the Gengar like 2 boxes into a case. So I got a little nervous of that, and then we ended up pulling 3 more Gengars out of the same case. So, you know, it wasn't limited in Gem 3. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we haven't opened it yet, and that's kind of one of the things. Before I go like a heavy investment in inventory and order a ton of it, you know, gotta dip our toe in the water first. The Gengar still, and want the Captain Pika. I hear ya. Litleo. Easy. Fire Energy. Nothing wrong with that. And we've got, who's this guy? Is this guy, what's it, Felipe? First time seeing him in his secret rare form. Ninetales. Delphox. And the Gourgeist. Been a long time since we've seen this one. Almost forgot its name. Little jack-o'-lantern. And with a Froakie AR. Very nice. Energy to the back. Deoxys. And the Tauros AR, very nice. Didn't see enough of this one. Beautiful ARs. And Fennekin. Chestnut Hollow with the Goodra behind it. Litleo. Special red card. The Skunk. The Mega Greninja EX. Ho-Oh and Tauros. Oh, we got the Mega Dragolge SAR. Let's go. Double hitbox for you, Digital. Let's go. I thought I was getting faked out with another EX with the shiny border. Beautiful artwork. Alright, center podium. Take the energy one down. Hey, yeah, Jason, yep. Cinccino EX. I think this is the third time we've pulled that. The Mega Dragolge. It's the SAR, we've pulled the most out of Ninja. Crobat, Deoxys. You picked the right box. Picked the right box, Digital. Called your shot. Fourth box down. We hit double hit with that SAR. Last pack magic for you. Sudowoodo and the net. Catcher net. Alright, sleeved hits here. We got Cinccino, Mega Greninja, Gourgeist, and the Mega Dragolge EX. Hey, let's go, Digital. Happy to hear that. Let's see. right. Your top load hits. I think this is Energy Retriever, I think. Fennekin AR. The Froakie AR. The very nice Taurus AR. I think this guy's name's Philip Trainer. And on our double hit, we hit the Mega Dragolge SAR. Beautiful. Appreciate you ripping with us again, Digital. No problem, Digital. We appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Alright, Cole, we got you with a 2-pack snipe of 151. Oh, what's my favorite card of all time? It's a good question. Think, and this is more so with for nostalgia. Yes, Cole, we got you here. Your 2-pack, 151. Hey, no worries. All right, let's get it. Let's get it, Cole. My favorite card, I think, has to be the Mew, the Japanese Mew in Fossil. It's got a very nostalgic connection for me. Zapdos EX. It's one I pulled when I was younger because a family friend went to Japan and brought some packs back. And I pulled it out of that, and it's just like, you know, like a core memory. Helix Fossil, Gloom, Eradicate, Oddish, and the Electrode. So, it's not a super expensive card. Appreciate you, Cole. Zapdos EX there. You can still get it relatively inexpensive, especially if you're not real particular on the condition. Like if you don't need it to be, if you're not looking for it real minty. I bought a second one to have 2 in my collection just because I like the card that much, but the original one obviously is very sentimental. It's the Mew out of the Japanese fossil set. You couldn't pull Mew in English because it was a promo. You had the Mew promo. It was both the holographic and non-holographic. Was a promo for the first Mew movie. Which I do have. I do have those. I had the non-holographic from when I went to see that movie. I still have it in my collection. Should be able to see it if you check out my YT channel. I've got my collection posted up there, so you can see pretty much the majority of my stuff. I think I had some slabs that I didn't include there that I forgot. Other than that, I'd say from an artwork standpoint, the Mega Charizard out of Phantasmal Flames is my favorite card. The SIR. Alright guys, queue is open. Queue's open. Feel free to hop in. Feel free to share the live, guys, with anybody that might be interested or just enjoys, you know, seeing some rips, wants to hang out, that kind of stuff. I do like a lot of the tag teams. I think a lot of those are cool. I wouldn't say any of them are my favorite card of all time, though. I think the concept of tag teams was really cool. Love for them to bring that back again next, just like they did with, you know, bringing back the trainer cards from like Journey Together, and then the Rockets stuff, all that good stuff. I mean, I'm really interested to see what they do for a 30th anniversary here for that set. The problem is, I know more than likely I'm not going to be able to get my hands on any of it in English, but welcome in, guys. If y'all have any questions, please feel free to throw them in the chat there. Happy to answer them. All right, we got Isaac. With our last 3 Mega Evolution. Last 3 packs of Mega Evolution. This stock of Mega Evolution. Ready to go, Isaac? This stock of Mega Evolution we've had since first started streaming back in December. So taken us a little while to work through. Crazy to see the end of it here. All right, good luck, Isaac. All right, we got Fighting Energy, Heliolisk, Corphish, Tangela, Sandshrew, Shedinja, Ninetales, Strange Timepiece, Boss's Orders Reverse, Rare Candy Reverse, Yveltal Hollow. Psychic Energy, Tinkertuff, Seedot, Tyrogue, Snover, Shuckle, Risky Ruins, Houndstone, Reverse Xerneas, Reverse Beware, Steelix Hollow. Alright, last pack. Last pack magic for you, Isaac. We've got Water Energy, Spearow, Snom, Onyx, Magnemite, Lily's Determination, Celebi, Crawdaunt, Nuzleaf Reverse, Gumshoes Reverse, and the Mega Absol EX. Let's see, I think I got throw in this Pheasantipity EX for you as well, out of T-Fest. Appreciate you, Isaac. We are working on getting some more English product in. My business-to-business connection. He's working out some pricing for me. Right now, we're pricing out Perfect Order and Ascended Heroes. So, you know, one of the more popular sets and then one of the less expensive sets. So we have some diversity in the shop. So we got a lot of things brewing. Our Chinese restock, we're gonna get a little bit of Gem 5 in. About 5 boxes is what our initial order is. Hey, appreciate you, Isaac. Money Gun. Appreciate the follow. And the Latin versus US. Appreciate you. Yeah, so we got some more English. We're just trying to get that priced out. That'll probably be on its way. We've got our Chinese order, like I said, some Gem 5 to start out. Then we're restocking Gem 2, 3, 4, Brilliant Illusions, the 30th anniversary first partner set product. We'll be getting more to that in. Korean items we're expecting in T-Fest, Inferno X, Glory Team Rocket, and Mega Dream, all in Korean. So we're gonna have a lot of stuff on hand once all that starts trickling in, guys. So appreciate you bearing with us while we're working through just trying to get stuff restocked. Do you think the Destin Rivals Mewtwo full art is worth keeping or selling for value? It depends. I think if you're gonna keep it, I would imagine it would need to like kind of actually mean to you in terms of something of your collection. Like me personally, like I collect Mewtwo cards. Mewtwo's my favorite Pokemon. So to me, I would hold on to it from that standpoint. If you're not necessarily the biggest Mewtwo fan, I think you could definitely sell it. Um, I'd have to see what the historical price has looked like, the price trend of the value on it. Just because it's just a full art, I don't know that it's going to get super expensive or like super valuable. Even if the overall value of the like a sealed booster box of Destined Rivals, if that keeps climbing, it's not necessarily going to be a perfect correlation with that. I think the price will go up much slower on the full art than it will for like a sealed booster box, and that's because your big hits, your Ethan's Ho-Oh, your even the Moltres, your Rocket's Moltres, and your Rocket's Mewtwo, those are really what's going to be closer linked to like the cost or value of a booster box in terms of trending upwards, in my opinion. I don't think the full arts move um, with the same sensitivity, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think the full arts aren't going to spike as drastically as some of those big ones. It's the big SIRs. They typically don't, and unless it's a playable card, that doesn't really help its value. You got some cards in the past, like in 151, like the Mew. The Mew was a really playable card, so even the EXs were valuable. The Mew, but they didn't spike up when like the price of English packs were going up into double digits and all that. The price of the Mew kind of stayed. It trended upward, but not. Yes, just me. We do ship sealed. Anything in the shop can be ship sealed. If you have any questions on it specifically, whatever product you're looking at, let me know. But yes, we do ship sealed. So that's just been kind of my experience in terms of watching some of the markets. The markets now are crazy, so anything can happen, really. I wouldn't be surprised to see things change, but I just think obviously more of the value is going to be in your SIRs of the sets. If it looks like it's a gradable card, then it could still be valuable, depending on if you look up the difference between the raw value of a card and the Gem Mint 10 value. If there's a big disparity there, and your card looks like it's in really good condition, really minty, then you might be able to find the right buyer where you could get a pretty good price for it, because they might pay over the raw value if they intend to get it graded. So that's the difference between, you know, being able to sell it like in person versus selling it online. Welcome in, guys. Let me know if y'all have any questions. Our queue is open. Queue's open. Feel free to hop in. I know right now we're down to bit of a truncated selection currently. Like I said, we have a Chinese product restock that should be here in time for our next stream on Sunday. So remember, our next stream is Sunday night. It's gonna be Sunday night. We're not gonna be on Wednesday or Thursday this week, but we'll be back with a vengeance on Sunday, because we should have that Chinese product restock. Outside chance we might get might get some of the English stuff in, but that's an outside chance. I don't know if that might be closer to like Monday or Tuesday next week. Oh yeah, absolutely, Maddie. Absolutely, we appreciate that. Yeah, if you want to tag us in it or whatever too, that'd be great. We try to I've got kind of a backlog of videos, but when we get some big pulls and all that kind of stuff, we try to clip them and post them up and tag you guys, and then that way you guys can like share it. You can whatever favorite it onto your page or your profile, all that good stuff. Yeah, I'll be honest. Between just with some of the packaging, I'm a one man band going on, so yeah, I pack up everything after the lives and all that, and sometimes it's just been um, just kind of late after finishing everything up. And then I'm like, I'll go back and I'll clip it. Clip it tomorrow or whatever when I get a break, and then unfortunately that break that I'm expecting doesn't usually come. So, what's up, Brian? Welcome in, guys. Speaking of which, Brian, I need to clip the Alakazam from last night. That one, I'd like to go back and clip, Maddie, if you're still here in the chat, clip the one where we pulled the Bulbasaur for you after you had made the trade. I can go back and clip that. And I try to usually do it like right after stream on stuff because, you start to forget which day what happened, right? And then you got to go back and I got to like comb through, and like I can go back in the order history and kind of check that and use that to kind of like try to trigger something to see if that was the rip or if that was the day and all that kind of stuff. So if you get too far behind, you just kind of got to let it go, unfortunately. So that I need to get I think those are the 3 that I would go back, or those are 2 of them. There's one more, the Gengar we pulled for Hunter. I need to go back and clip that. And I think that was like a week and a half ago. So but yeah, I need to get back on my posting game. I gotta get content back up there. Welcome in. How we doing, chat? Welcome. What's today? Monday, right? Hope everybody's week's off to a good start. I've managed to forget what day of the week it is already. It's just Monday. What's up? What's up? Welcome in, guys. That was a tough day today. Yeah, I hear you, Trembly. I hear you. The that lighter competition still going on. Yeah, I was gonna say Zach was just getting home too. So, Zach, are you guys on you guys Eastern time or you Central time? I'm trying to remember where it separates down south. You guys are on Central, right? Had a reset team come in. Yeah, you're in Central. Okay, that's what I thought. Had a reset team come in today. Both new hires that didn't have any training, just thrown out in the field. That sounds about right. Yeah, Zach, it's 9:30. 9:30 on Eastern time. I'm not that close to the coast. I'm 2.5 hour drive from the coast. From East Coast fully, but what's up, Sugar? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Three more weeks, got you. It was funny, Trembling. I was checking out at a Royal Farms over the weekend, and you know they have the self checkouts now, about an hour away from the Gulf. Hey, that's not bad, Zach. Do they have spots you guys can like actually like nicer spots around the Gulf that's close to you? Got 3% lead right now. All right, man. Can't slow down. Gotta keep pushing. But yeah, I was at the Royal Farms and I was checking out the self-checkout and I was looking at next to it this big old stand of lighters right there. And it made me think of it. I was... And maybe the pricing's different down by you, Trembly, but I was kind of surprised to see how expensive lighters are now. It was like $2.50 a piece. $2.50 a piece by me. Got a few decent spots, and we want to go close. Go to Holly Beach. Okay. Yeah, can't have self checkout. Yeah. Hey, I mean, Royal Farms missing out, you know. Yeah, it's nice until the hurricanes, for sure. Well, that's what I was thinking, you know, it's cool being like an hour away from the Gulf, but if you're an hour, and since you guys are so low, you know, in terms of sea level, you know, any disturbances there are problematic. Heavy rains, all that good stuff. The deal is 2 for $1.50 right now. Sheesh, that's a good deal compared to what we got up here. I mean, I think just the upsell for the Royal Farms is just that if you buy a lighter, because it's $2.50 for one of them, it's crazy. I've never been a smoker in my life, so I've never paid attention really to the price. They normally $2 a piece. Okay, that makes sense. I would, my assumption, because you know we're considered in the DMV metropolitan area technically, so you know the cost of living's a little more expensive. But I don't think it's as big a difference anymore these days. I think everything's gone up so much. Like green. Not sure what you're asking, Zach. Like green. Oh. Oh. Well, neither type for me. But I was just talking about lighters. Yeah, we were just talking about lighter. I've never been a smoker of anything, so I've never needed a lighter. So I've never paid attention to the prices. Growing up, my mom was a smoker, so that was as much exposure to that world, and I didn't really care for it. So my smoke comes from candles. I got you. Yeah, I don't even have a lighter for that. I got a big old box of matches that I use for lighting the grill. Aim to light fireworks and campfires. Gotcha. Okay, okay. It's definitely an angle. I mean, hey, you know, a salesperson, you gotta come up with all angles, right? Yeah, I got a big old box of the stick matches that I use to light the grill. Oh, dang, unfortunately, I'm the only smoker. Hey man, you do use that. I just chose to not partake. I've had a few, like, I don't know, probably a handful of cigars in my life. I started to recognize the other day, I started to think about it, and I was like, compared to growing up, you know, growing up in the 90s, smoking was still everywhere, right? You went into a restaurant, went into a restaurant, and you could get seated in the smoking section or non-smoking, right? Which it's just so crazy to me. I kind of almost forgot about that ever being a thing. And you know, they did away with that, and then you couldn't even, around me, you can't smoke inside anywhere. You know, bars, restaurants, nothing. And you haven't been able to for a long time. You know, most of the stuff that I'm out around, most people aren't smoking. It's crazy they thought the smoke would stop in the middle of the building. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. You talk about, or you think about a lot of these things, you know, people, like at work, I'd hear, you know, people that are probably on the verge of retirement now, but they talk about, like, you know, yeah, you used to just have people just hanging out, they'd be smoking at their desk. And I'm like, it's just so wild to me, because I grew up, right, in my professional career, you know, that was not a thing. Nobody was, you know, nobody was allowed to smoke indoors, especially at work. What's up, Todd? Appreciate the follow. So I'm not allowed to have normal lighters after one ended up in the dryer. Oh, yeah, that'd be problematic, Maddie. I'm sure that's happened to a lot of people, since you just put it in your pocket and forget about it. Todd, are we ripping this pack for you? All right, here we go, Todd. Good luck. Good luck. One pack sniping for Todd. Gem 4. Let's see if he could do it on just one pack. Frostlass. Snom. And it's a Chatot stamped. Chatot stamped hollow. Get your focus there. Appreciate you, Todd. All right, we got Hunter hopping in. But yeah, so my dad co-owned a deli. I mean, he co-owns a deli now, but he co-owned a different one before they sold. And they sold beer, wine, cigarettes, lotto, and all that kind of stuff. So you had people in there before the laws changed, like smoking and all that kind of stuff. So like I grew up around that. It's just been very different now that I think about it. 3 packs here for you, Hunter, on the Ninja Spinner. Let me know when you're ready. Welcome in, Bailey. All right, here we go, Hunter. Good luck, good luck. Froakie, Fennekin, Journals, and Metagross. Esper, Weedle, special red card, Crobat. All right, last pack magic for you, Hunter. Delphox, Ho-Oh, and Tauros. Oof. Let's see. You have this bad boy, Pokeball Stretcher from T-Fest. Secret Rare Switch from Inferno X. I don't know if you collected any Inferno X. Throw those in there for you, Hunter. No problem, brother. Went in for 5 more. Let's see, 3. 2 more. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got you, Hunter. Let me know when you're ready. We got 5 here. 5 more. Hopefully we got the juice in here. Sometimes we get stretches like that with Ninja. I've noticed that with Ninja and Nihil, sometimes we go like longer stretches without Ampharos Hollow. It's interesting how that works out. Beedrill EX and the Sudowoodo. Litleo. Secret Rare Surfing Beaches. Sliggoo, Esper, Watchdog, Crobat. All right, last pack for you, Hunter. Vulpix, Golbat, Deoxys, and Zoe. Zoe's Performance there. So we got that Beedrill and the secret rare Surfing Beach. Appreciate you, Hunter. Keep your stuff together here. Number 7. All right. Taking a shot on the collect 151 collect 151 surprise. Let me know when you're ready. Yeah, the slim packs my my supplier doesn't even offer anymore, and a box of the jumbo is much more expensive. Charmander, Weedle, Dragonair, Magnemite, and just the Venomoth on the reverse. Sorry, Hunter. Here we go. I do have this. I did get this in from my supplier. I'm gonna change out the top loader though. Unless you have this. I think, what was this? This was at a Chinese. I don't know what. This has got to be out of Brilliant Illusions, I think. In Chinese. I'm gonna change the top loader though. The top loader he included was interesting. Maybe the front. Oh, hold on. Never mind. That's why. You just need to peel the plastic. There we go. There we go. Now it looks minty. I was gonna say, I was like, man, this top loader is looking rough shape, man. Let me see. Just gonna reorder the cards here. That way I can slide that in there. All right. Appreciate you. Queue's still open, guys. Queue's still open if you got the itch to rip. What's up, Billy? Like I said, I do expect our Chinese restock to be in for the next stream Sunday night. The next stream will be Sunday night, guys. We're not going to be on Wednesday or Thursday this week. We'll be traveling. So in addition to the Chinese, we're gonna get the new Gem 5. We're getting some boxes of that. New Gem 5. We're gonna get Gem 2, Gem 3, Gem 4, more Brilliant Illusions, more of the 30th anniversary first partner set. Alright, we're gonna be getting more of these in, so we can chase those first partner promos, right? Welcome in, Trevor. And then you also get that acrylic card stand with the 30th anniversary logo on it, and a pack of Brilliant Illusions. And believe it or not, we have been pulling some decent stuff out of the single packs. We've pulled at least 2 secret rares, several EXs. So at least 1 A-Spec too out of there. Yes, Maddie informed us that they are the case. Hold on, I got a case. The acrylic cases, you can it's got a little stand for it, but also these points are magnetic, so you can actually stick them on stuff. You have 2 full sets now. That's awesome. Yeah, I know at a minimum I would like to collect the Kanto trio. So part of me is trying to be responsible and not order a bunch of stock for me to rip myself, but can't help it, you know. I'm a collector. I'm a collector too, so it takes a lot of self-restraint sometimes. Because I know right now, like I'm not going to be able to get a hold of any of the English first partner boxes, at least not for less than triple MSRP. I just don't know that that's worth it to me. All right, I think we may have convinced Hunter. Hunter went in on one. We're gonna be getting a bunch more of these, chat. We'll be getting a bunch more back in our restock, so. And we should still have 4 more in stock after this one. Let me know when you would like to rip it, Hunter, or we can send it sealed. Either way, whichever you prefer. Ready? All right. So it comes with the one promo, right? One promo, pack of Brilliant Illusions, and then the card holder, the acrylic card holder. Good luck, Hunter. And we've got the Litten. We got the kitty cat. That plastic from curling up. All right, Hunter. So I have no personal stake here. I have no personal stake. I had traded with Maddie before. So if I have a Piplup here, I have no personal attachment to either one. If you would prefer the Piplup, I will trade you. Or we can stay with the Litten. Just want to put that out there for you, Hunter. So you let me know. Take the Piplup. There we go. Absolutely. All right, then we got the pack of Brilliant Illusions, and then your acrylic card holder. You want us to rip the Brilliant Illusions for you as well? Rip it. Let's go. Come on. Come on, Brilliant. Let's see something crazy. Let's see at least a secret rare here. Maybe an art rare. Alright, we got Seadra. Dragapult. And the Volcanion. Or Volcarona, sorry. Not Volcanion. Alright, so nothing doing really on the Brilliant Illusion pack. Let me see if I can get this guy in here a little bit better for you. Alright, there we go. No problem, Hunter. Appreciate you guys. When I can do stuff like that, I try to be as accommodating as possible. And so I've, traded with Maddie, and I've traded, I think, some other ARs and different stuff with some folks. All right. Appreciate you, Hunter. So Chinese restock, we'll expect that in for our next stream on Sunday. I don't have an ETA, but in terms of Korean stuff, we've got T-Fest coming in, Glory Team Rocket, Mega Dream, Glory Team Rocket, Mega Dream, Inferno X, and then working on doing some more English stuff. So we're trying to get a hold of some Ascended Heroes, just the packs, just single packs, and then same with Perfect Order. That way give you kind of a difference, a diverse choice between some of the less expensive and some of the more popular, which happens to be more expensive. All right, Maddie, we got you 4. We got you 4 of these. They just happen to come in a bundle of 4 from our supplier. Are we opening all these for you? door sealed. Looking for the Popplio? Alright. Let's see. Alright, we're looking for Popplio. Good luck. Good luck, good luck. Alright. First box. Piplup. Piplup on our first one. Brilliant Illusions pack. Case. All right. Second box. No. No, it doesn't. Sometimes I think it gets more difficult. I try to be very careful because I'm trying not to mess up the plastic or bend the card or anything like that. It's the Squirtle. Alright, we got two water types. Popplio's water type, right? So if we're on a pattern here, gotta be due for the Popplio, right? Oh man, that one just went in like butter. And Brilliant Illusions and the case. Box three, come on. Oh, it's a Rowlet. I got excited. I saw a different. Rowlet. Yeah, technically there's water. We'll get back with Rowlet. There's the case. All right. Last box magic. Last box magic here, Maddie. It's the Litten. It's the Litten. Unfortunately, no Poplio. I would say, fortunately, we didn't have duplicates within the 4, but and that one went in easy too. Yeah, getting the water in there, and the water Pokemon up front. Yep. There we go. Now the Rowlet's in there. Alright, let's see. We can condense them. Alright. And the Brilliant. And card case. Card holder. Do you want us to open these or send sealed, Maddie? I saw the hyping this up with all that water. That's all I saw. And then did it shadow my last comment? So perhaps. So strange. Yeah, I don't know what. Maybe I need to check some of the settings or something. Maybe like something was accidentally flagged in general. Figured out the word. Interesting. Now I'm intrigued. Pack shrimp sealed. So you only want the packs? You don't want any? Are we not bagging up the promos? Oh, okay. Just want to make sure. Did you want the cases either? Because we can give the cases to those too if you don't want them. Or card holders, I should say. Yeah, Brian, you get the 30th anniversary logo on there. The official copyright. Gift these two. All right. Sounds good. Yep. Now we got some big dog throw-ins now. Got a couple of the Littens here now. All right. Appreciate you, Maddie. Let's get these. squared away though first. Yeah, I guess they had to make some trade-offs, Brian, right? The English one, you know, you get a pack of all three of the starters, whereas with this Chinese product, you only get one random starter, but you get that that card display and a pack of Brilliant Illusions. Like the price price of the English, the first partner, like the boxes of the first partners. Yeah, they're all. It's supposed to be a $15 product. The English one, with you know, a pack of what, Mega Evolution, Phantasmal Flames, and the promos. It is an MSRP $15 product. Yep, and they're easily, yes, you can find them for 60 plus. If you're lucky, you can find them for like 47. So it's 3 to 4 times the MSRP. I've just resided to the fact that I'm not gonna see it in English. It's just too expensive for me. Got luck. Hey, you got it for 33. Yeah. Hey, you know, find the upside where you can. You know, unfortunately, that's just the market, and I just, you know, it's gonna stay that way as long as people pay those prices. You know, that's you know, the definition of the market, right? A market price is whatever the market will bear, which means whatever people that are in the market to purchase the product, whatever they're willing to pay. Yeah, you got one for 59. Yeah, that's, yeah. I see people all the time post, like, whether it's Facebook or whatever, posting pictures of, like, you know, catching Target restocks and all that. I have not seen evidence that the Walmart by me even got them in stock. I know they got the tech stickers of the Sended Heroes. I know they got those in, but I haven't seen anything of it. So, yep, Sended Heroes. Yep. Yep, very expensive comparatively, for sure. I guess if you compare it, you know, if you were to think of it as like, you know, some other hobbies like the card hobbies, you know, football and all that kind of stuff. If you look at it from that perspective, you know, it's not that expensive per pack, because some of those, right, if you get into like a hobby box, so they have different sets, right? They have a retail version of a set, and then they'll have a hobby version of the set, and the hobby version of the set is like crazy more expensive than the retail version, but then the card values are more too. But like the big thing was the Topps Chrome NFL, because Topps got the rights to make the NFL cards. They got the licensing, and so they hopped out with a set recently, and it was like $600 for a hobby box. I'm not sure exactly how many packs are in that, but just think about that. $600 right off an initial release. Just be better if they would print more. Yeah. I mean, theoretically, right, if they printed off more and it was a lot more readily available, then the prices would go down. Because if it's super accessible, then there's no secondary market. Like if there's so much out there that and people can find it so easily that there isn't a secondary market. What's up, Chuko? What's up, brother? I was just thinking earlier, man, we hadn't seen you in a minute. Yeah, Zach, for sure. I mean, so if you go back to the Scarlet and Violet period, the big change happened with Temporal Forces. That was the first busy weekend. Hey man, that's a good thing, right? Appreciate you, Chugo. Appreciate you coming in. Temporal Forces was the first one. They scaled back the printing. They scaled back the volume of printing on that set, and they made the announcement. They put it out there publicly and said, you know, we're scaling back production by 60%. And I think that was due in large part to the initial part of Scarlet and Violet, like the base set Scarlet and Violet, Paldea Evolved, Obsidian Flames. Those sets were super cheap. You could get booster boxes for those under $100 at a point in time. You could even find ETBs for like $35, $40. So pricing was so far under market. So what they do, you know, after printing that much and seeing a bunch of it sit there unsold and unwanted, and their distributors having a tough time selling it to shops and all that, they said, all right, we're going to cut production. So they said on Temporal Forces, that's going to be the first set that they cut back the volume of what they printed. And they cut, allegedly, I think they said it in the statement that it was going to be 60%. Yeah. Well, Ascended spiked it too, but like, yeah, Temporal Forces, and that's the thing, Temporal Forces didn't really, you could still get a booster box under retail or under MSRP, because MSRP is still around $160 for a booster box. You could get a booster box for Temporal, even though they limited the printing. You could still get it for like 145, 150. You know, on the initial release, like people were not paying over MSRP for it. But it was like the later sets. Surging Sparks was the first big one. When Surging Sparks came out, people were paying. That's when I first noticed it, because I got in on some pre-sales. I got an ETB and a booster box of Surging Sparks in a pre-sale, and I paid MSRP. You know, after that, pretty quickly after that, you started seeing the ETVs going for $60 instead of $50. And then you saw the booster boxes going for like $175, $180, like right at release. And then the prices just kept going up. And you just couldn't find them on shelves. It was very rare to find Surging Sparks on the shelf. Eventually, they got more Surging Sparks and that kind of stuff out on the shelf, but people's attention had turned to Prismatic. You know, Prismatic was the big thing. I think I got like 2 ETBs yeah. There was either 2 ETBs or 1 ETB and 1 booster bundle at MSRP for Prismatic, and that's literally all that I ripped of Prismatic, because I couldn't get it at anything besides. I mean, it was like almost twice MSRP at release at that point. So it just escalated from there. I don't know if they've actually increased printing. I mean, they keep releasing products with Prismatic in it. But they've been so sporadic that, like, it hasn't kept up with demand. You know what I mean? Like, demand for it was greater than any of the releases that they've done. Like, they'll come out with a new product, right? That, what was it, the Pin Collection or whatever it was, and people, gobbled that up, right? Between just the general demand and then scalpers and all that kind of stuff wanting to be able to sell it on the secondary market. So that stuff got gobbled up. It just, they could not print enough. All right, got another order in here. The Carnivorous. We've got 5 packs of 151. Appreciate the share. Appreciate it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the 151. And then I gotta get a new box of the Gem 4. Bubble wrap. Alright, opening a fresh box of Gem 4 for these 10 packs for your Carnivorous. I wish you got back into it when 151 was cheap. Yeah, I could get... Alright, empty box there. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I was able to get UPCs, like I pre-ordered one UPC at MSRP before they released it, and then I picked up a second UPC after they released for less than MSRP. It was like $95. MSRP was $120. And I got ETBs all the time for less than MSRP, like $45. Alright, Carnivorous, are we ripping for you? Are you here with us still? Yeah, it was a crazy time, Zach. It was crazy. So, like, I didn't take that stuff for granted. Now, I was also... There were times when I would turn stuff down. Obviously, I regret it now. But I would turn it down, like the UPCs. I was like, man, all right, I got 2 UPCs. I already got 2 sets of the promos. I got 2 of the playmats, all that kind of stuff. Appreciate the repost, Brooklyn. All right, Carnivorous, are we ripping? I see you here. Ship 1 of each. All right. Let's go 1 and 2. So shipping 1 of each sealed and ripping everything else. So we're ripping 9 of the Gem 4 and 4 of the 151. All right, we good to rip, Carnivorous? So yeah, there would be times, Zach, I could find stuff. Isn't calming down any, or it honestly, it goes in waves. Ready, shipping 1 of each. Yep, we got your 1 of each here on the side. It goes in waves, Zach. It will calm down eventually. I don't see it calming down in the near future. right now because all you got is another set that's coming out that's going to have the Mega Darkrai, which people are going to be pop. You got a set rumored to be centered around Mega Rayquaza. You know, that's going to set people off. That's going to be super hyped compared to even Ninja Spinner and compared to this Darkrai set. That one's going to be crazy. And then you've got the 30th anniversary set coming out in like September, October time frame. Wooper. Minchino. Oh, let's go. Let's go, Carnivorous. We got the Eevee AR. Very nice hit there. Gorgeous. All the Eevees. Mudsdale. Or, yeah. Cramorant, Litten, and Minchino. Lickitung, Heliolisk, and Pinsir. Cutiefly, Minchino, Ponyta Reverse, and Heliolisk. Turkle, Fluttermane again, and Mudsdale. Minchino, Probopass, Frostlass, and the Eevee Stamp. Couple more Gem 4 here. Phione, Lickitung, Phione again, and Phione again. Triple Phione out of that pack. Alright, last Gem 4 pack. Snom, Wooper, and the Wooper Master Ball there. Alright, 151 here for you. Machop, Weepinbell, Psyduck, Big Balloon, Wartortle, Gengar Hollow, we got a hit. It's the Poliwhirl AR. Beautiful. And now it's on my shoulder. So that one's that's the Korean one. Vicky, I got you the I sent you the Japanese one. The one I sent is from Japanese 151. But yes, that is the same artwork. Ditto Reverse and the Mew EX. So yes and no, that is the Gengar. That's the same design, but it's from a Japanese set. Rhyhorn, Ekans, Voltorb, Butterfree, Charmeleon, Parasect, and the Mewtwo Hollow. Alright, last pack. Electabuzz, Bulby, Mankey, Dugtrio, Pidgeot, ooh, Squirtle reverse, and the Machamp Hollow. Alright, we will sleeve Squirtle. Alright, Carnivorous, we got the Squirtle reverse, Mew EX, Stamped Eevee. Can't remember this guy's name. I don't think it's Bronze. It's not. Is it? It's not Bronzor. I don't think. No, it's not Bronzor. But the stamp there, and then our two gorgeous ARs, the Poliwhirl and the beautiful Eevee AR out of Gem 4. And then we've also got your sealed packs as well. Your Gem 4 and 151 there. Let me see. Gengar, yes. All right. That's all we have in the queue right now, chat. So, last call for orders tonight. Again, we'll be back Sunday night, right? We are off Wednesday and Thursday this week. Off Wednesday and Thursday this week. Should you penny sleeve your Gem 2 bulk? I don't know. How much bulk do you have? How much bulk is that? Could be a lot of penny sleeves. Right now, I've got 50 at least. There's more. I don't know, Maddie. That's up to you if you want to do that. I would maybe a couple, like a couple of each version of the card, right? But you know, once you start getting into like the you know, whatever, triplets or quadruplets of certain cards, then maybe not worry about that. Depends what you're intending to do with it too, right? I mean, if you want to sell that bulk or give it away, or I don't know. Yep. That's always the age-old question, you know? It's like, well, what do you plan on doing with it? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. It's like, I'm just going through it now. I haven't even gotten that far, so. All right, guys. I really do appreciate all your support. Like I mentioned, obviously we got kind of slim pickings in the shop at the moment as we're waiting on some restocks to come in. We should have our Chinese restock. It should be getting like shipped out as we speak from China. All right, what's today? Monday, so technically Tuesday there. That should definitely be here by the end of the week. Waiting on the Korean stuff to come in. Appreciate it, Zach. Appreciate it. Yep. A lot of driving. So we'll see. Just try to keep it loose. It'll be nice to have a little time off work too, though, for sure. Yeah, we're working on getting some English stuff, some more English packs in stock. Yeah, I think those are two, and then the big Korean stuff. We're just waiting on those shipments to come in, so we'll be pretty flush with product again once we get this Chinese order in, and then the Korean shipments start trickling in. So, all right, guys, have a great week. We will see you. I'm gonna try to hop in and clip some stuff here, and then get those things, you know, posted throughout the week, so you still see stuff from us. And I'll be posting on the story. Just to reiterate, guys, that we're not going to be live. We will not be live on Wednesday or Thursday of this week. But appreciate all y'all's support. Please come back and see us Sunday. Please come back. We appreciate y'all. See ya.